Hello guys, good evening. Not a bad place to start your day, is it? I've had a 9 hours break. I dropped off a trailer this morning, the Primark load. Now I've got to go to Stena to collect a load to go down about 650 kilometres down to Swindon, and then I forget, some other place. But anyway, vehicle checks have been done. I'm going to show you a quick drive into Stena, Cairnryan. So this is inside the 4x2 500 here. As you can see, standard Scania. There's a cemetery just to show you where I park up. So it's alright here. So let's get to it. There's the alarm, tell me time to go. Obviously, I'm going to show you into Stena. Obviously, I'm going to take the camera down when we get to the gatehouse, as we don't allow filming inside it, as I've mentioned before. A lot of these places. Right, seatbelt on in a minute. I think the boat must have just come in before. So this is a one here. Stena is from Belfast. Sadly we can't take any hitchhikers in the truck for insurance purposes, and we don't know who you're carrying. Could end up bloody killing you in this day and age. You don't know who the hell you're getting. Even though there were 2 young ladies, it's still, you can't risk it. Serial killers come in all shapes, sizes, and I've got my Dahmers, my Jeffrey Dahmers. So I could be one myself. Right, take this off. Right, we've just gone through the security check. I'm just going to go across to get the details to pick up my trailer. Right, we're finally in. There was a slight issue with the machine. You've got to do your self-checking here now. Didn't have to do that, you just had to go to the people, the security and what have you. So I'm not going to put the head mount up here for obvious reasons. I'm just going to hold this till we get in, get the trailer, and head mount will probably come on till we till I get off harbour and going back down the 75 for a little bit. So I'm going to have to wait here for a sec. That's the terminal there. This is where you got the driver's entrance. On that side you can go and get a shower, get some food. There's a boat there. Just trying to find my trailer. Could be anywhere. So we'll have a little drive around here first to see if it's here, and if not, we'll have a look. It'll be in here somewhere. If well, I see one there through that gap. Is this the one that we're after? It is, yes, get in. That'll do me that. So just drive on through and back her up there. There she is. 260/80 for Tommy. Like I said, get her lined up. Reverse beepers on just in case. Again, with this 4x2 here, literally minimal inputs. It turns so quick, I love it. Right, we're lined up. Can you see? Well, you can't see my finger there. We've got, I'm going to show you before to connect the trailer. To connect the trailer video. So this one is so low. Right, and we're under. We'll raise the suspension a little bit, make sure we're touching there. I heard it go clunk. I'm going to reverse a bit more, and then we're going to stop, check the brakes as I said before. Right, I'm going to put you down and come back in a few. Right, I've got the trailer. You can hear how loud these things are. Abominations, but it is what it is. Right, time to have a drive out of Stena line, Cairnryan. And I haven't got an exit ticket here, so I might ask me, which will be a bit of a pain. I normally get a release ticket, but the machine wasn't working. So I'm hoping I don't have to go out and come back in again, which is going to be an absolute nuisance. So currently sat-nav saying 627 kilometers to get down to Swindon from here, which is an absolute mission. Absolute mission. There's a ship there. I'm going to take you off my forehead before we get down with all these trucks looking at me. And then I'll start again once I'm on the road.
Después de 80 metros, gire a la derecha.
I'm just waiting to go out through the airport security bit here. But yeah, we can't bloody film, so just showing you quickly. You can park there, so you can park unit only in Stena. But P&O stopped it due to a massive wind turbine, which is an absolute pain in the derriere. So I've got a funny feeling I'm gonna have to go back out, come back in to get a release ticket, which is going to cost me a bit of driving time. And to get down to Swindon from here is no joke. It's an absolute, it's a long way, put it that way. 640 kilometers is 400 miles, so it gives you a rough idea. And then I've got to do another delivery after that.
Warning pedestrian in front of the vehicle. Warning pedestrian.
Okay, sweet, we're good to go. That Mr. McConaughey.
80 metros, cruce la rotonda.
He's in his V8 this week. I'm not. I know that he'll be trying to be flying along, so I'll let him go. When he wants to overtake, he can do. As aforementioned, this road here can get crazy, and this is why the Scottish, he's gone the other way, happy days, he's going up the A77, he's heading up north, so it's not going to be too bad. I've only got a car behind me, and it is 30 going through this little bit here. Knock it down. Here it's perfectly acceptable to be doing 30 miles an hour. I've got no issues with that, because obviously it's a little town, residential village. I won't even call it a town, it's a village. A tiny beautiful village, but look, honestly, with this fantastic scenery. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen one of my old videos, I think when I had the breakdown, the joys and despairs of trucking. So here, I don't want to get too close to that light, because if I have to go right over them, I have to go out and try to get my trailer around, which is going to be crazy. So you want to make it smooth. If I stop here, it's a nice smooth snaking around it. So in trucking, make your life as easy as possible. I know I'm blocking, but there's nobody there anyway, so no issues. And there's these fantastic Jeffrey Dahmers. I gotta love these. Serial killers back. 8:15. I forget what day it is. Honestly, I'm not even joking either. Sometimes in this job you forget what day, what date, what time it is. So we'll let all these people come through, and then you'll see what I mean about taking a nice easy line. Make it easy for yourself. So as soon as this goes, we'll go, because obviously you've got the high curbs there as well. So the easier, this is for new drivers, even medium or very old experienced drivers. Obviously you don't need telling, you don't need to get told how to suck on eggs. How to suck eggs is the English term. But for new drivers, you don't want to go wait there and then you're thinking, oh Jesus, it's going to be a bit tight to get myself round. So give yourself plenty of room. You take the priority once the lights change, and then just make it as easy as possible. That's the name of the game in this, name of the game in the trucking game. Make it easy for yourself. And if you have to take up extra space, so be it. You've got the added length and the dimensions of your truck and trailer, so the cars, they can pull it right up and because go around to watch what I mean now. So literally you start off here nice and easy. Now instead, if I would have stopped there, could you imagine, I would have to kink it all the way around. I would have knocked them cones over, which would have been a bit of a joke. So don't be that guy that puts yourself in a stupid situation. Just take your time, take the line, take the space that you need, take every bit of a road. So yeah, I hope the camera's picking this up. As a beautiful stretch of road here, so let's just take it nice and easy. Now this little bit here, thinking, yeah, it's loads of space. Sometimes you get these camper vans, sometimes they don't park. Sometimes they park right on this white line here, so they stick out a little bit, so you've got to try and steal a bit of this side of the road on the other side. Like these ones have parked right against the curb, can you see what I mean? But some of these, like that one there, look, sticking out. And if you're meeting another truck coming here, you've got his mirrors sticking out a little bit, so you've got to take the line. And there's a convoy exceptional coming this way, or is it a wide load or whatever he's carrying. So let's be prepared to slow down before we meet him. Oh no, it's just a wrecker. I had my ride in a wrecker myself. Was it a wrecker? Yes, it is. I had my wrecker ride the other week. So yes, it's a case of deja vu. And usually near the P&O here, you normally have the young lads with the truck spotting, all the cameras and all that. But last time I came down from Belfast in the V8, but we're down here, so we've got a light show and the air horns. But this one hasn't got the air horns, it's got the flat bottom steering wheel. It's pretty much exactly standard Scania interior. It's got a smaller infotainment screen, and some of the switch gear is slightly different, but you know, it's a 500 brake, so it's I like, honestly I love these. I can't tell you my love for a 4x2, my god. If someone said to me, here you go, either a 6x2 V8 or a quick 4x2 500, 540 or 560, whatever, I'll take that 4x2 all day long. All day long. As long as it's a 4m one Euro spec. Let's just get that out there. The Euro spec 4x2, fully kitted out with the side skirts. Put some air horns on there. I'm not too fussed about all the lights, but air horns is a must in a truck. It's a travesty not to have them. yeah, the air horns, the skirts, side skirts, colour matching side skirts, yeah, that'll be it. And the good thing at leaving at this time of night, there's nobody coming off the boat, and you've got no massive convoy chasing you down. If you watch my morning video where I said if you've got the convoy, try to be in the middle of the back of a pack, not on the front, because you're on the front. Oof. Let's just leave it at that. And if it's late at night, let's leave that for the conversation. For the lads that know, have done this route plenty of times in the early hours, you know what I'm going on about. And a certain bunch with orange trucks with a CB radios, they've got the right idea. So sit behind them boys and then just enjoy the ride, go along for the ride. Now to park all the way out here is a bit too far for me. Where I parked, I've got the toilet, I've got the nice view, and it's a nice sheltered area. It's not a million miles away from Stena or P&O. So like this here, why does this need to be 40? You know, you've got some roads down in Wales, down in Devon, you know, perfectly fine to do 50. And I think that's Cairnryan on the other side. Excuse the dodgy Scottish accent. The fishing port of Stena, fishing town or fishing village of Cairnryan. Is this coppers here? What is this? Ah, you never know. I'm gonna have to stop on the way down to get some scran. I'm absolutely starving. Absolutely Marvin. Probably have a quick 15-minute in Killington Lake Services. It's a nice one, that one, very picturesque, Mr. Pigeon Shifter. Picturesque, and there's a Macca's, you can get some cheap food. I know it's not ideal, but when you're hungry sometimes, when you push for time, like I'm going to be today, probably by the time I finish today, it's going to be like a 500-mile bloody trip. And here, obviously, I can't be doing 50 on these singles. You know, 45 at best. So sometimes the planning is, it's, let's just say, you can leave little to be desired. They're alright sat in an office. They're thinking you're running out at 60 mile an hour in that black V8, the Black Beauty I was in last week, and I think this road's here all dual carriageway, and even though in Scotland you can only do 50 on a duals. So yeah, so sometimes the planning, we need to give the heads a wobble, because some of the loads you're thinking to yourself, to get from here down to where you need to get to, it's just not physically possible to do it. I'm not even exaggerating either. If I was to do from this stretch here to get to the M6 motorway, majority of it is 40, there's a couple of villages at 30, so let's just call it 2 hours and 45 for argument's sake, if you encounter a bit of traffic. So you've lost 2 hours and 45, that's just to do 100 miles, and you've got another 300 to go to get to the first one. And that's, God knows, you probably encounter some diversions, road bloody closures on the motorway further down. Once you get past near Limb Services and then heading down towards Birmingham, God, that godforsaken stretch of a motorway, oh, honestly, it just irks me having to go down. Anyway, when you get past Birmingham South, oh, despicable. absolutely despicable. Right, slow it down a bit here. Quite heavy. I think this is probably sitting about 30, I'd probably say about 35-36 tons, because the truck and trailer empty with me in there. I weighed myself the other day, not just myself, but I weighed. Right, let's get it before we close this bloody road. Go on, go, 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 go. Oh, where are you going? I weighed myself the other day and it was 16,900, so 16,900 kilograms, and then with me sat in there, I was 80 kilogram, 16,980. So I'd say I'm probably about 35-36 tons at the moment with this. Now we're just doing opposite. This is a main stretch of road into Cairnryan, so you can see the amount of traffic, heavy traffic that goes through this bit here. So they're gonna have to resurface it, and I'm hoping I've caught it just in time before they close it, which I have, thank goodness. Right, we've got the ramp here. And it's nice and smooth again here, this road surface. So yeah, I've caught it just before they're closing it. Happy days. Perfect, that'll do me. So right, let's go. Let's get out of here. And I love this stretch of road here. Oh, anything through the woods and trees. I'll be a tree hugger. And sometimes when I do shot this road, I've had to go for some diversions for some tiny little villages at night time, and that just wrecks your driving time. Forget it. If you've got long distance you need to go, it's pretty much game over, because you're doing 30 the best part. So yeah, bit of a pain. Again, you'd be saying, if you're eagle-eye, thinking, oh, but you're doing 45, you're breaking the law. Yes and no. Well, I've done this route so many times, I can tell you. From my first video, if you listen, my first one I'm going to post at some point, I've had police sat behind me in the cars loads of times. And as long as you're doing 44, 45, they'll leave you alone. We're not going to bother. But when you start going anything north of that, and some guys will go 50, and let's just leave it at that, 50 plus. Nah, that's not for me. It's my license. I paid for it. I'm not about to get a ticket, come back to the traffic commission up in Scotland. So no, as much as planning, trying to give you these stupid runs, remember guys, it's your license, it's your livelihood. Always remember that. No matter if someone's telling you to try and push as there's a norm in this industry, tell them, sorry mate, it's my license, my livelihood, I've got a family to feed. If you don't like it, go and find somebody else. You know, on 45, it's not an unacceptable speed. As you can see, there's nothing around here. Middle of nowhere, wide open roads. And yeah, okay, there are a couple of little spots where I've said there's tiny little villages. You've got a couple of places where you need to, you know, 30, not even 30, 40 you can easily do. Fair enough. But the majority of this should be a 50-mile-an-hour road. Easily. And on the dual carriageway bits, 60. Save you a lot of time. But yeah, it is what it is for now, so I'll get a little bit of this. You would have got the footage coming the other way when I was heading north into Cairnryan this morning. Now you're going to go this way, heading south. But this time, obviously, I've got heavier load. I had clothes on this morning. Now, obviously, I've got clothes on all the time. What I meant was, I had clothes on the back of the trailer, so the road's closed. As if they're closing it there, so I'm all right. I've timed it just right. So I had clothes on the back of a trailer for Primark, which is a very light load. So this is the problem at night time: road closures, road diversions. And if you've got a ferry to catch, sadly, you're stuck. These are Angus beef. I might have to treat myself to one after it back is. Right, let's get it back down to 45. And today I'm definitely going to have to use a 10-hour drive, no ifs or buts about it, because I've got so far I need to go. It's crazy. And the road, look at it, it's empty. Happy days. I timed it to perfection. Had 9 hours and 5 minutes off with my break. Got in, got the trailer, and left. And look at it, this is perfect when it's like this. You can just enjoy the drive. You've got no wacky racers trying to take unnecessary risks behind you, trying to overtake where they shouldn't be. This is absolutely perfect.